Welcome everyone, brand new episode and a brand new challenge. We are on the beautiful Riverview map, land of 1,000,000 cars and apparently ice cream trucks too. So not sure what's going on here, but apparently there's traffic issues. Not sure what's going on. Anyways, we'll turn around, we'll just ignore it for now. So yeah, brand new challenge. So this is a challenge put together by my good friend Rusty Money Gaming. It is an interesting challenge. All the details are going to be down below, and definitely look at Rusty Money's YouTube channel for the setup and more in-depth explanation for what this challenge is about. I'll touch on some stuff, but I won't, I won't get into all the details of it. That's Rusty's thing, right? So Rusty Money Gaming on YouTube, check it out. All right, so quick version for us, what impacts us. $250,000 in the bank. However, we do have $1 million in debt. Actually, let's look at the settings and whatnot. Let's look at finances first. So we start with $250,000 and $1 million loan. That is part of the criteria to finish this challenge, is to clear the debt and actually get $2 million into the bank account. So that's one of the challenges. We start with nothing. We start with, actually, that's not interesting. What I want to look at is this. So there is some flexibility. Again, check the details below. I'm going to turn off the traffic. We're going to turn it back on, probably clear up that mess, maybe. No seasonal growth. Can't do it. I always want to start with it. No, thank you. Days per month, fixed visual month. I'm tempted to actually do this for this series. Yeah, I'm hesitating on this. Snow. I'm using the new weather mod, so I kind of want to see the snow, but I hear it's like insane, blizzards. So I don't know. We'll experience it. Crop destruction for this one, we'll do off. These are all optional settings for the challenge. I always like plowing. Fieldstone. No, off for this one. Lime required. It'll do off for that one. I'm running it on the other two series. And weeds we'll leave on. I always like the weeds. Disaster destruction. I always leave that enabled because I like to see the damage, but there's also just the visuals, which could be interesting, but we'll leave it enabled. Dirt. Let's set that to low. Yeah. Automatic engine off. What else we got here? We're going to set the workers to off. Slurry off. We're going to turn all that off. And this is my favorite mod is back. I'm going to do this. I know you guys might not agree with this, but I don't care. These things are not fun to me at all. Like they just, I don't know. I'm not into the realism, especially the paint. The paint stuff seems silly to me. Yeah, I don't know why it's back in 25, but that's just my personal opinion. So those are the settings. And let's do a little save real quick. All right, so the objectives are, we start with a farm. We have to buy it with our 250,000. So let's look at the map. I have one picked out. I've done a little bit of the homework. There are multiple farms on this map. I'm trying to zoom out a little bit better here. I don't know if you guys can see all that. There's this farm here, number 57. This is the biggest one. It's 422,000. Obviously, that's not going to work, so we can't buy that. There's a sheep farm over here, which is 117. There's a pig farm over here, which is 171. And there's a multi-animal farm down here, which is 146. So there's pros and cons to each one. We're going to go with the sheep farm. We'll start with the sheep farm. So I'm just going to buy that straight up. And let's get over there and get to work. I don't want to talk too much here. So we've got a big pasture out here. We have, can I jump? Whee! Yep. I can do it. Parkour. A nice sheep pen. Now, the thing to remember here is if you look in the bottom right, sheep barn large, animals 0 of 2,141. So there's a massive capacity for animals here, and room for 1 million liters of feed, as well as a 62,449 size meadow. Now, I'm allowed to sell anything I want. I can sell all these buildings, including the pen if I want to, but I have to build the farm here. So I'm actually going to keep this pen because you can't buy, that good. So we're going to do that, but I'm going to get rid of these sheds because they're too big. I do have to build part of the deal is I have to build a house for sure. So I'm just going to sell these. That brings us back a bit of money. That's good. And then we need to build. So this guy here, if I wanted to sell it, it would be 97,000. Now you can't buy 21. You can't buy this capacity for that price. So I'm not going to touch that. That's gold. So let's start. I want to get busy right away because I don't want to take too much time here. I have done a little homework here, so, don't judge me. I know what I'm going to be doing. So we're going to build a house right away. Constructibles, tools, farmhouses. That's what I want. And the house that I want, I believe, is this one. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one I want. So there's part of this is on land that is not owned. I don't know if you can see that. We are definitely in our lot, but it says land not owned. So we've got some limitations. I'm going to turn on free mode so I can push back as far as possible. We're going to leave a little bit of a spot on the right to park something. We'll do that. Boom. That's 25,000. I got to be careful here because I got to make sure that I keep enough money for equipment. That's going to be huge. We're going to build a couple of these $5,000 sheds. I'm getting right to work here. I think I'm going to put this around here somewhere. Maybe a little bit further over. Yeah. Land is not owned. There we go. And I want to put another one over here as well. This one I'm going to try to tuck in as far as I can to the side here. Oh, that's letting me really go anywhere I want. Okay, let's see what happens here. How far back can I go? Worried about what it's going to do to the ground here. There we go. All right, so this is our little base setup here. Got two nice sheds, some room to do something in there. Got a bit of space here. I'm left with $142,000. So we're going to get some equipment next because running is not going to get us anywhere. Doing a fast setup mode here. We're going to go for the Xylon. We're going to pick that up. That is 57.5 and 147 horsepower. That should be good for quite a while. I can change the colors if I wanted to, but I think we'll just leave the fence stuff. There is, if I'm not mistaken, actually, let me double check something. I didn't do all the homework. So combinations, yeah, okay, there is the front loader pack, so we'll definitely get that. So let's jump in there, pick this up. That's a buy. And then we're going to jump back out. Oops. And combo, I'm going to pick up the front loader that goes with it. We'll get the sprayer as well at some point, but maybe not quite right away. And we're going to need front loader tools. I think I'm going to start with just pallet forks for now. Basic stuff. All right, so here comes the tricky part. I do need, oops. Okay. I'm gonna need some kind of vehicle or trailer or whatever to bring pallets around. And obviously I'm gonna need animals, right? So let's leave this warmed up here for a bit. Let it warm up, I should say. And yes, I still have my annoying little cough. Okay, let's jump back here for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna go right away and get some animals. Well, I really want to get off to a fast start, you know. And I'm gonna do something maybe interesting. Maybe interesting, maybe not. So I want to get sheep that can reproduce right away. These are at 8 months, so we're gonna buy a bunch of these. Okay, so these sheep are 13,000 for 25 of them, and I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't go higher. What if we go to 50? How much is that going to cost me? Let's do 50 of those. 26,000. We'll just pick those up right away. And then we're also going to get goats. Oops, not 250. How much money do I have? 50,000. Can I get 50 of these as well? Not going to leave me with much money though. That's okay though. I think we're going to be good. These will reproduce, you know, they'll start reproducing right away. So, okay, let's do that. Expensive start, but you know, whatever. All right, we got a tractor. Now we have 0 implements, and we're gonna have to nail down some contracts to get going, I think. Yeah, these guys will be able to use the meadow for now for feed. We'll have to obviously get them a lot more stuff. So yeah, how's that for a fast setup? What are we in? We're in 13 minutes according to my recording. And we've got our farm kind of set up. There's still lots to do here, but yeah. All right. This map is by Cavalier Roy. That's a beautiful map. Lots of detail. I did have a little bit of problems initially loading this map up. Actually, hang on a second. Why would I go anywhere without a reason to, you know, like I don't have anything to bring back. Let's pause for a second. Let me think about this. Let's get going on a contract right away if we can. Just start making some money. There's baling contracts. That's a huge baling contract. That's a lot of money. Oh, that's a baling contract. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do baling though. That's a ton of money though. Ooh, let's have a look what else we have. Hoeing, mowing, rock spraying, stone picking, wood transport. Lots of these $11,000 wood transport things. So You know what? Let's do some baling contracts. Why not? So we're going to borrow the items, obviously. That's going to be a fair amount of bales. What balers do we get with these contracts? We'll do this right away. Let's get on it. We got lots to talk about, so we may as well. Wasn't that red in the picture? Got lots of stuff to talk about. Now, this map is a little, I want to say windy, meaning getting from one point to another requires a bit of detour management. That's field 34, so let's have a look. Where's 34? It's all the way down here, so we're going to exit out to the left, sorry, to the right, the other left, and just wrap all the way around here and get to the field. I don't know where the entry point is, but we'll find it. I might get there and look at the field and go, what did I just do? Actually, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen, but... Oh no, Canadian driving in the UK. Alright, gotta go left, gotta go left. I'm not sure where this map is exactly. Obviously it's a UK style map. What the heck did I just do? I guess I gotta go around. Got some speed bumps. Let's count how many times I start driving on the right. Ooh, that's church and a cemetery. There's lots of pretty stuff on this map. How's everybody doing today? I know I've been hemming and hawing and trying to figure out what I'm doing for next series. Well, here it is. Here's one of them. Here's one of them. I think we're gonna run, we'll start running 3 episodes a week on this one, 2 episodes running on New Frontier, and 2 episodes on Sri Lanka for now. I'll publish the schedule update on the community tab on the posts and on the Discord as well. So if you're wondering what the new schedule looks like, you will be seeing this on Wednesday. Oh, here we go. And it's straw. Oh man, look at the size of this field. Okay. No problem. And let's check my settings here. How come we're not going? Go. Oh, I could change the bale size. Oh, I should have done that first. Make them as big as possible. Less stops, right? Is that going to mess things up now if I change bale size? Turn on automatic bale drop. Do I want to change this? Can I change this? Let's just have a quick look. 125 is the default. 150, 125. You know what? Let's just leave it at 125 because I don't want to mess up the contract, you know? Sometimes when you do something like that, it just throws the contract in a weird direction. So, other parts of the challenge. In order to complete the challenge, you got to pay off the debt. You have to, so that's $1 million needs to disappear. You have to put 200,000 in the bank, 2 million in the bank. That's another goal that has to be reached. But you also have to buy all the other farms and operate them, which is, you know, obviously that's gonna require a lot of investment. There is some flexibility in what to do with the farms. As a matter of fact, 2 of the farms should be kind of reimagined or rebuilt. So I think that's, you know, that'll be a bit of a creative process there. So there's a little bit of creative side to the challenge. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna start with the sheep farm. Well, sorry, it's gonna be sheep and goats. That's my little creative twist there. And then we're going to we're probably going to move to, I want to say probably the pig farm next, but I'm not sure. The one farm near the bottom of the map that is multi-animal, that one's a little weird. And the reason for it is that really, you know, you only really need one animal on the farm. You do have to cover all the animals, except for horses. Not mandatory. You can ignore those if you want. But that property, which is not that expensive, if you were to take everything, if you were to buy the property and sell all the buildings in that, you would make a fortune. So that one's a little weird to try to, you know, keep in the flavor of the challenge. It can get a little easy to get through that one really fast. So I'm thinking that might be the last one we do. Just for the simple reason that by then money shouldn't be a big issue, and you know, it won't have as much of an impact on the progression. You know, I guess it won't be cheaty, you know. Like, I think if you sell everything on that piece of property, you buy it for like 150,000, and you sell everything, you get back like almost $1 million. So obviously that can really skew things. But that might be the last one we buy. We'll strip it and we'll build it into, that'll be one of the creative efforts. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if all that made sense. I hope it does. This is gonna take a little while. It's all right. It's okay. It's a beautiful day. So I was on watching, I couldn't watch it all. I had some other personal stuff going on, but I was watching BDD Gaming on YouTube, and they actually did an interview with Cavalier Roy, the map maker for this map, and he's done quite a bit of stuff on 22. I believe Cavalier Roy did Maypole, which I did a short series on in NFS 22, and I hope he doesn't watch it because I kind of blasphemed that map. I want to say I Americanized it or North Americanized it. I took down a lot of hedges and walls and stuff like that. Didn't look very British by the time I was done, very UK style. But there's a few others too, and I don't remember them offhand right now. But it's a great, BDD Gaming is doing a series. Basically, it's interviewing all kinds of people in the community, from, you know, modders to content creators, you know, like YouTube channels. I will be interviewed at some point, I think. Probably not 100% certain, but we have talked, and yeah, I'm in the queue, let's say. So we'll see how that goes. But definitely check out that channel though. Lots of great interviews. So we're a quarter of the way. It's not too bad. All right, I'm gonna get a bit of this done, guys, and I will be back in seconds for you, but a few minutes for me. It's funny that the contract is set up here, but it looks like it was actually like harvested in a way that, you know, the two swaths are merging here. So it's not just a random layout of straw swath. Looks like it was actually harvested. Well, we're about 50% done, and been at it for about 10 minutes, I want to say, off camera. It'll be a little while yet for me. Oops, I always stop like 3 grains short. Not 3 grains, but you know what I mean. We'll get there, guys. I'm bored. I want to talk to you guys, so I'm just gonna go through a few more of the minor rule details here. Ugh. Yeah, so by you know, short version of the rules: buy 3 farms, other 3 farms that are on, pay off debt, 1 animal pen per farm minimum. You can have more than 1. Finish with 5 animal pens and 100 head of livestock in each pen. It's going to be easy. We already have, I think, 100. Although they're 2 different breeds, but yeah, 100, that kind of qualifies. Finish custom building out 2 of the 4 farms. So that's likely going to be the multi-animal one there, the one I was talking about, and also the big one up to the north will be customized pretty heavily. I think this sheep farm that I just started at doesn't really have room for much innovation. It's pretty tight, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. Oops. That's why I like square bales. They just fall out and you just keep driving. Yeah. So I had to buy a house, and on the first property. And what else? Yeah, there's a few minor details, like for example, no high dollar generators, you know, so the government subsidy stuff, for example. Come in. Buy points. You can set up buy points, you know, those buy anything kind of things where you can purchase stuff. But you can't buy anything besides seed, fertilizer, lime, herbicide, slurry, and manure. So those are the only ones you're allowed to buy there. And yeah, we'll see. There's some silos that actually allow you to, you know, order a delivery and load up the silo kind of thing. So I think we'll be doing some of that. We're going to need, for our property, we're going to need a mowing setup. We're going to need a pallet management setup. You know, some kind of transport for pallets, and we might look at some productions. However, given the space that we have to work with, I think they're going to be small productions. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we just won't do productions. Maybe we'll just sell raw materials. And anything else? That's about it, I think. I don't think there's any rules regarding sharing equipment between farms, so that's not an issue. Yeah, Riverview Investment Challenge is what it's called. There's a hashtag Riverview Investment Challenge. What else? I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. as I was running this little contract here, I got thinking, what equipment should I get to be able to do contracts without having to borrow equipment? And I thought about baling, and I thought, oh man, balers are really expensive. And I would prefer to use square bales, right? And I got thinking, oh man, wouldn't it be funny to do a contract this size using that small, messy, small bales? I would assume that would complete the project to be like 1 billion bales on this field. It's only like, oops, oh no. But it's only like 22,000 to buy. Could do it. I wonder if they, I wonder if at some point the game will crap out on stuff like that wasn't tested or thought of. But there would be like so many bales on this field. And realistically, it wouldn't take much less time than doing it like we're doing now. As a matter of fact, it would probably go faster because you don't have to stop to unload the bale. I'm almost tempted, guys. Almost tempted. There's another contract up for baling. Wouldn't that be funny? Let's do it. You know what? Let's do some funny stuff. I can do it with my own tractor. And basically 1 or 2 contracts and that baler would be paid off. Well, I mean, this contract is enough to buy the baler. It's already paid off. There is a property right next to our new farm that has that's a grass field. It's like right next door. And I think we're gonna have to buy that property. That should be good enough to run all of our animals, although, when we get to 2,000, that's gonna be a little crazy. It's one of the reasons why I'm considering productions, because hauling the pallets that are going to come out of that sheep pen, both the wool and the milk, is going to be something else. And if I can refine things down, then that would be golden. This contract is now finished. Okay. All right. Let's collect that. They'll come and pick up all the equipment and the bales and all that. And I'm gonna go in here. Oh, there's more contracts now. This one's not too far from our place, I think. This one is right across the river, but this is what I mean. Like, you have to go all the way around to get down here. And this one is not too far from the shop. So I'm going to grab this one. Actually, before we do that, let's make sure I can buy the baler. Where is it? Bales. Here we go. Square baler. This little guy. That's what I'm thinking. I'll make 1 billion little bales. I hope this works. I hope this doesn't create any problems. But only 22,000, so let's buy it. Okay. Then we're going to take the contract. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong keys. We're going to take this one. It's not far from the shop. Rather easy to get to, but decent size still. So we're just going to accept it. We've got our baler. And for some reason I can't tab to my tractor. What's up with that? Why can't I tab to my tractor? What just happened? Ooh, that was interesting. My tractor was, I couldn't I couldn't tab over. What the heck? Okay, this should be funny. Where am I going? Where am I going? I gotta shoot across the top here and hug the river. There's gonna be a billion bales. Drive on the left. Nice thing about this little tractor, and so I thought about it. What tractor should I buy to get this going? Nice thing about this is that it's got a cheap sprayer, and it's also good horsepower, and it's fast. Front loader, everything. Oh, this is going to be more straw bales. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Let's see what happens. Oh, one thing I did not consider is the speed of baling. Oh no, I did not think about that. Oops. This is going to make it a little less funny. I think the other baler was at like 20. Oh man, okay. That's what happens when I try to do goofy things. Well. Interesting to see how many bales we make on the field. Now these bales are a bit of a pain. This size bale is a bit of a pain if you're trying to manually collect them. There is like you can pick these up by hand without super strength, so that's kind of a good thing. But the problem is that there's so many of them that even by hand it's not a lot of fun. There is a neat mod that I rarely see anybody use on YouTube series and stuff and other channels, and even me. I don't think I've actually ever used it on camera. I've used it in personal plays, but there is a mod that allows you to collect these small bales, so it picks them up, and then effectively what it does is it will grab, and I don't remember what the number is, but it'll grab a set number of them, and from that create a large bale. So, you know, I guess it's just twining them together to make a large bale, which makes it a lot easier to transport and manipulate after with the proper equipment. So I think, you know, just for fun, I think maybe we'll keep this. We'll use this for doing our grass for the sheep and the goats, and we'll buy one of those. Buy one of those lovely, I don't know, bale consolidator. I don't know what they're called. So I think we'll do that. That'll be fun. I don't plan on doing a lot of big fields like this though with this. So let's see if I can put this on cruise control here. Make sure it stays relatively straight. I'll show you what I mean right here. So bale transport. This thing right here, 64,000 bucks. It'll take 14 bales and make one large bale out of it, which is awesome. So we'll try to get one of those. And while we're here, is there anything good on sale? Ooh, that would be good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really need any of that other stuff right now. You hear the sound of the seagulls? Pretty awesome. It's a nice map. I like it. I like it. I was, yeah, I think I mentioned it. I started talking about it, but you know me, I jump around all over the place when I'm talking. When I first looked at this map, I was having a lot of problems with, every time I stepped out of a vehicle, I couldn't move. I would be like locked in place. I could rotate, but I couldn't move in any direction. And I thought, oh man, this is not a good map. I don't know how this got through testing, you know. But then turns out that, bizarrely, because this doesn't make any sense really, it turns out that it had to do with a mod, another mod that came out, financing mod, that basically allows you to, you know, finance your equipment. So I removed that mod, came back in, everything was fine. Oh, kind of weird. Kind of weird. So we got one lap done, and we have 30 some odd, 30, probably around 30 bales done in one lap. This is going to take a while as well. We don't have a lot of other stuff to do per se, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little jump cut for this. Oh, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. We're just hitting the 100 bale mark. A lot of bales. The contract seems to be running okay though, so I don't think there's any problems as far as being able to complete it. It'll be good. Life will be good. I did notice that there's some bale wrapping contracts, so those are definitely going to be a thing. Those are easy to do, they're fast, and it's pretty lucrative. There's the wood transport stuff, which I'm not sure if I'm going to get into that. We'll definitely do spraying now. I'll get a sprayer for this. We're going to do both fertilizing and spraying for weeds. And we'll make that a good way to get some income. And eventually we'll be producing enough wool and goat milk to be able to really pick things up. Now, one of the things that I'm considering doing for this series is setting up a couple of satellite, I want to call them satellite production zones. Meaning buying a piece of land that is near, like for example, buying a small piece of land that's near the dairy or the supermarket, let's say, and then on that land build a dairy, and then somehow have materials automatically, you know, transfer across. Actually, dairy isn't a good example of that, but let's take a tailor shop, for example. Well, the spinnery I can have close to where my sheep are, and have it distribute automatically to a tailor that's right near where, you know, he would sell clothes most of the time. I don't know if all that made sense, but considering doing that, there may be some crossover scenarios. For example, if we're doing goat milk, and then we have cows somewhere, you know, in a different place. They could share the same dairy, right? The nice thing about these bales is they're small, so you can drive right over them if you have to. Just had a quick look. This baler runs 10 kilometers an hour, which is probably around 6 or 7 miles an hour. The other ones are 17 kilometers an hour. That's probably around 12 miles an hour. So yeah, that's one factor that I didn't think about on this goofy idea. It's actually working out really well. It's just a little bit on the slow side. I don't have to stop and back up and unload and then start again all the time. So I wonder in the long run if it's actually maybe still faster. Who knows? Who knows? We're almost done here. We are at 87% on the contract, and we currently have made 151 bales. I think we're going to come pretty close to 200. Just under is my guess. We'll see. I think it would probably, given the speed of travel while using this harvester, this baler, I think it would be beneficial to get a windrower that made the biggest, fattest swath possible. And the bales would just fly out the back of it, but you would still maintain the same speed, right? So I think that's the secret strategy to using this slower baler. Get big, fat swaths. Biggest windrower you can get. And just as a reminder, I mean, some of you don't watch maybe the other series or whatever, but I am using a mod that widens the pickup on balers, forage wagons, anything that picks stuff up off the ground. I'm using a mod that allows me to relax a little bit. I don't have to be super specific exactly where I'm driving. Just have to be, you know, I still have to focus, but just if I turn a corner and I don't miss stuff as much. Oh, I see the light. We're almost there, guys. Got this row. We're not going to hit 200, that's for sure. Probably 175, 180 is probably my guess. I'll be curious to see when I finish this contract. This thing holds bales, right? Will the bales that are still in the baler, will I get to keep those, or will those disappear as well? Let's find out. There we go. Contract is finished. I'm still driving. It's still picking them up. Still picking it up. Okay, so I've got some here that are still on the device. So let's collect a contract and see what happens. There we go. Completed. 12,000. Collect. Ooh. So I get to keep a few bales. Nice. Now I gotta get back across because my property is almost like right over there. This is what I'm talking about, this map. In order to get to my place, I need to either go all the way down here and back and maneuver my way through there, through around here, or I gotta go all the way up top, all the way up there. There's no bridge there. There should be. It would be nice. Would be nice right there. Alright, well, let's go and see if I can actually get somewhere without accidentally dropping a bale. I am going to go long both ways. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go south. I'm worried that my bales are going to fall out though. I have no idea what I'm doing with those bales. There's a lot of ice cream trucks. I guess maybe I need to get into the ice cream business. We're gonna hang a left up here. Yep, right here. And here I gotta turn left. I'm bringing the bales with me because I don't know what to do with them, so we'll just stack them up somewhere near the farm. The sheep don't need them, but maybe we'll need them in the future. Make sure I don't take a wrong turn, because when I was checking out the map, I got confused quite a few times. I'm looking forward to seeing some bridge mods. We haven't seen any on Mod Hub yet. So I'd love to be able to put a bridge across there. Right here, like right at the end of this road here somewhere. That'd be awesome. So this is the grass field I was referring to. We definitely want to try to buy that at some point. Okay, where am I going to put this junk? I'm calling it junk for now. I'm going to put it somewhere that doesn't get into the way of... Let's, oh, going crooked here. I'm just going to throw them over here. I don't know why I'm being fancy. I can actually just go pick these up by hand after. Let's just drop them here. If I don't like them there, I can grab them easily. There's only 2 bales, so it's kind of lame, to be honest. Put these right here. I can see them and not forget about them. Oops. On top. On top. There we go. Alright, so what's next? I need to store this, put it away. My first thought is I should put it in the shed, but I think we're going to try to keep the sheds mostly for storing products. Need to be We're going to try to leverage the best selling price for things, you know. Okay, all right, guys. So that's going to be it for this one. I honestly have no idea how long this episode is going to be because I did a lot of jump cutting stuff. So it's a good start, though. I'm happy. Aggressive start. We got our house. We got a couple of sheds. We got our primary tractor. We've got a little money maker there. And we've got some sheep. We've got some goats. They have food because they're going to thrive on the meadow. And yeah, it's awesome. All right. Big thanks again to Rusty Money Gaming for setting this up. I've been struggling with what to do next. Now I know. So if you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. I hope you have an awesome day.